that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is now to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up the throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Hold it. Stop it.
A clock. Penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Stone. Finds his man. It's Covey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He's got it. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Ducks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance. This drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Benson. And not much doing there. still in search of his long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David. So that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And a precision there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To throw, it's Stone. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together. Really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive rhythm. Understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there. They'll have work to do to get the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love bringing a strong safety down, forcing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love lead on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Stone. Makes the grab on the back. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on feet.
And the pressure was too much. teams. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him the 8-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football. Be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTEP. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Stone. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or would you say, keep it out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have an in. That last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
And You make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys behind you.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Got the first down and still on his feet. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Benson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. More to the air. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Ducks. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that lead.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And off to the shotgun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I think that can be really frustrating for a defense. You're in your own end. You want to create some space, second and inches, trying to get physical, but can't get physical enough to get the first down. Now it's third down. What do you do now?
We've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Stone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate. But he hands him the ball at the 32. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And, guys, this will stay a 24-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. Can you not? Crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the mark. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Stone. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Got it in the middle, it's Wagner. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on first and 10. Quickly to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll trying to get more points on the board before the break.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
Pass interference. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. Oh, he's got some space. That's the 30. He's at the touchdown Ducks. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this is blowout. Offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. Fielded in the end zone is Bryant. I know he thinks he can house. But sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Trying to set the tone with the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Off the RPO, complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Moore will throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chuck play on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete. This drive was creeping along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking for the score. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. Rolling the dice to bring it out. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Northwestern right back to the line. Ball and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Scanning the field. It's Stoll. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wagner. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
No huddle offense to the line. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
The Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. He'll sneak it. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wagner. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Finds a seam. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. World beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up 14 over UTEP. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Sends one guy, now he's loose. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him across the line and pick up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Catch in the middle, it's Wagner. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone, too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn up field. You saw that right there.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught in the backfield. It's covered. Touchdown, Northwestern. Roll into the end zone for the score.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Powers through the defender. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Looking for running room. He'll... Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw, it's Stone. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Got it in the middle. It's Wagner. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection. Down stop. Gonna run it. It's Davison. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Now they'll run it to the right here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The gift to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And the Ducks will punt this one away.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now,
the Northwestern offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
and instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Dropping back, it's Stone. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's low. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Davison. And this Wildcat is going to be deep long, stopped in the backfield. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air, it's Stone. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sends it back in motion. Snagged in the middle. It's Wagner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Shoots it to the left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the returner is stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't remove the quarterback who makes a short tackle. Wants to throw again. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Ran through the contact.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter can become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. That's caught. It's Davison. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.